What is up, Rage Nation? You know the dealio. We are back with another behind-the-scenes video of how we do a radio interview. We are joined by Ryan. He is from the band New Monarch. They're from Ohio. What's up, dude?
How you doing, man? Thanks for having me.
I'm fantastic, bro. I appreciate you coming on. Loving the music, so I'm excited to share it with everybody.
Hey, I'm excited for you to share it. So we're really happy with what we've dropped in the past couple months. So
yeah, you should be. All right, before we get started on the radio interview, if you're watching this video and you want to help support what we do is give a global platform to independent and unsigned bands. We're an independent and unsigned only radio show and also digital radio station. IndieRageRadio.com. You can find out what we do, but you can use our Amazon affiliate link right there. Everybody shops Amazon. It's an easy way to support us. Small commission comes to us when you use our link. No added cost to you. We sure would appreciate it. Keeps the ball rolling around here at Indie Rage Radio. All right, here we go. Segment 1 in 3, 2, 1. Indie Rage Radio, IndieRageRadio.com. We are here with Ryan Williams from the band New Monarch. They're a rock band from Ohio. Ryan, how's it going tonight, sir?
Good, man. Thanks for having me on.
Yeah, I'm pumped, man. I'm excited to play your tunes. I'm excited to get to know you and the band a little bit better as well.
Great. Yeah, look forward to it.
You can find the band New Monarch on Facebook, Spotify, YouTube. They got a Linktree / New Monarch links, as well as a merch store. You can get some CDs, you can get some vinyl, some hoodies, some T-shirts, some beanies, and a whole lot more. Find that on their Linktree as well. Go out and support this band. So, Ryan, in segment 1, we always play a game because the Rage Nation, they are a nosy bunch.
Okay.
They want to get to know you a little bit better. So we're going to play Smash or Pass. And it's probably not the Smash or Pass you're thinking about.
Okay.
Essentially, I'm going to give you a people, place, or thing. And if you like it, you smash it. And if you don't like it, you pass it.
Okay. Okay, good, because I'm married, so that might not have gone well. But
Look, we do not break up any homes around here on Indie Rage Radio. We are a family set.
That's good. You should put that right on your Right on
that's the new tagline.
Yeah. Right, tagline right on the top of the website.
That's our new bumper sticker.
Yeah.
All right, Smash or Pass. Oh, by the way, I originally thought you were from Detroit, Michigan.
That's okay. Some other guys are.
But you're from Ohio.
Yeah.
And so the first part of the Smash or Pass is based on Detroit. So we're still going to roll with it.
I'll do my best. I might have to phone a friend on that one.
All right. Smash or Pass? Coney dogs.
Pass.
Hold on. You're telling me you're going to pass on a glizzy?
I don't eat glizzies. I never have. Not even when I was a kid.
Man.
Yeah.
What's the deal with that?
I don't know. I don't like it. It's the more of a texture thing. It's not so much of how phallic it is or anything. It's just it's just I don't know. I've never liked bologna or hot dogs, so I'm a pass. No Coney dog for me.
Boy, that just grinded the show to a halt.
I'm sorry. That's what we're doing today. This is the kind of show we're going to have.
Man, all right. Smash or pass? Ford vehicles.
Smash.
Yeah.
I have an F-150, and it's been the GOAT. It's been really great.
You know, I had a Ford Ranger out of college, and I had it for like 12 years. It was amazing. But I haven't gone back to Ford since then. I found that weird because I really enjoyed my Ranger.
Yeah. You know, so I have a Subaru now also, but I would say out of all the vehicles I've ever owned, that F-150 has been like the most consistent, best ride.
Mm-hmm.
I've had it for like a decade.
Hey, you know what's funny? I was watching a YouTube video the other day, and this guy was showing how easy it is to steal cars these days.
Okay.
And he was at this guy's car lot, this used car lot, and he was like stealing all these cars like in 6 seconds, you know?
Okay. Yeah.
In the car lot's like, oh, this one right here, this one's going to be really hard, and he just sticks this little thing in the ignition and it comes up with the code and he's off, right? And he said the hardest vehicles to get into, he passes up Fords all the time.
No kidding. Why?
Yeah.
Did he say why?
He just says they're the hardest to steal, and stealing cars is all about the speed.
Well, see, double smash. Boom. Hard to steal.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. I
All
like
right. Smash or pass? Eminem.
The rapper?
Yeah.
Smash.
Yeah, baby.
Yeah.
8 Mile.
Yeah, I love Eminem. Yeah.
Detroit, what?
That's
Detroit.
right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Detroit style pizza, smash or pass?
Smash, definitely. And I'm not from Detroit, but we can get it here, and I'm all in on it. I don't have to have just thin crust. I'm down. I'm totally down with Detroit style. In fact, I might pick it over anything.
Yeah, that the caramelized crust on the edges.
Exactly.
Dude, I mean,
It's
that's
the
like
best.
next level.
Next level. It's the best.
So when you get a Detroit style pie, are you going like just like, pepperoni? Are you throwing some veggies on there or what?
I get weird with it sometimes. I do a little bit of everything. I like the meat. I like to go meat on a pizza.
Oh, yeah. Me too, dude.
With a complimentary vegetable, but mostly meat.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, onions. Throw some onions on there.
Actually, no onions. I say no onions on the pizza.
Oh, man.
Peppers. I'm a peppers guy.
Yeah, we can go there too. I love me some peppers. All right, and that's it for the Detroit part of it.
Okay.
So smash or pass, energy drinks.
Pass.
Oh man.
Yeah. I don't know. They're not good for you, first of all.
Yeah,
I prefer a black coffee, but I will say this: when I was touring a lot, in the last band I was in, you would wake up at these stages and it would always be stacked with Monster Energies, and a lot of times you take them home and you wouldn't have time to stop for coffee. So like it was a lot of Monster Energy, and I can't even look at those things anymore.
Oh yeah, I used to be a retail manager and got into the rabbit hole, so to speak, of all the energy drinks. And yeah, man, I tell you, it ruined me. I can barely take caffeine to this day.
I'm telling you, that's what they do. If you have too many of them, especially the sugar-free ones, for some reason, flavor sticks. I can't even smell it anymore. I don't like it.
All right, smash or pass, winter.
Oh man, if it's snowing, if it's snowy, smash. Everything else, Ohio winter sucks. It's gray and cold and rainy and muddy. But during the snowy part, it's sentimental and there's stuff to do. It's fun. It's nice.
So do you guys get like the white puffy snow, or do you guys just get the slushy stuff?
We get a little bit of everything. We have ski slopes here. Actually, I live right near one.
Oh, nice.
Here in Ohio, called Boston Mills.
Yeah.
Very close. Where are you located?
I'm in Lake Charles, Louisiana. We're right by Texas.
You're not getting a lot of snow.
No, not at all. It happens once in a blue moon.
Yeah. No, we get the good stuff.
And then when we do, they shut down everything.
Right.
Like we can't operate with snow, bro.
I've been to a few desert towns that got a little snow while I was there, and everything went down.
Oh yeah. Yeah, it's Armageddon.
Yeah, you're right. Yeah.
All right, smash or pass, pop punk.
Sentimental smash for like certain pop punk, but not gonna find it in my playlist.
And the finale of smash or pass, mullets.
Pass, hard pass on the mullet.
Oh,
hard pass. I feel like that's one of those things that kind of comes back every time just to remind us why we don't need it.
It's a thing right now, though.
Is it again?
Oh yeah. Are you saying it hasn't made it up to Ohio yet?
Well, a couple of years ago I did, but I don't see them much anymore.
Oh, okay.
I started seeing those Top Gun mustaches. And then there was that Jersey Shore mullet that sort of made its way. I do jiu-jitsu, so you see a lot of these jiu-jitsu guys with the mustache and the Jersey Shore mullet.
That is true. That is true.
Yeah.
All right, so the first song we're going to play from you guys is Paper Noose. So it's off your self-titled album, New Monarch, which, by the way, is a great band name. Did you come up with that?
Actually, it was, so the band was called Monarch originally, and my mom came up with it.
Hey, shout out to Mom.
The guys were in town for like a writing session. We did this all like right during COVID, and we'd all come from bands that were on the same label, different bands. So we knew the process. We just needed to get together, right? And we went through, I can't tell you how many names, but yeah, Mom came up with that. And the New Monarch came because when we released the first song, The Fray, we started getting some national radio play, and a lot of the feedback was like, look, the song is great, but man, your band's hard to find. So when we started like navigating all of the, Spotify and just the algorithm of that name, it was impossible to find. So immediately we were like, we have to add something to it. So we thought New Monarch, like the new, like rebirth. And then it sort of just became what it was. And it's super easy to find. The first thing that comes up on Google.
Yeah, I love band names that intrigue my interest. Like if I saw them like on like a festival bill, like what stage am I going to go to? Oh, New Monarch. I'm going to go see what they sound like.
Okay, you know what I mean? I like that. I always had a theory that there were no good band names, just good bands that gave the names good.
Oh,
like,
no.
You think of what's a band name that was good before the band was good?
Look, I mean, I can only have independent bands in mind here, but I remember, oh man, must have been 15 years ago. There was this band called The Last Starfighter. And I was like, not only was that a great movie, but that is a dope band name. I got to go see these guys. And they blew my mind completely off.
The Last Starfighter.
Like I got weak in the knees and had to sit down, dude.
You got all SWV on it, huh?
Like this guy, it was an outside festival on a football field. This guy climbed up into the observation deck where they filmed the practice and was screaming at us with a megaphone.
Yeah.
And I'm like, bro, what can top this?
You're in love. Yeah. I'll have to check it out. Are they still a band?
I don't think so. They were from Houston.
Bummer. Come on, The Last Starfighter. What happened to you guys?
Oh, man, they were great. I'm pretty sure they still got some of their songs on YouTube. Right but what's the song Paper Noose about?
It was really a personal struggle for our singer and some moments of darkness for him that he had to overcome. But I actually got to write a verse within that song too. So like we back and forth on lyrics. I'd say he wrote the majority, but it's the song is really about overcoming and becoming who you are and kind of owning your past. And it's like learning from those things that you thought were going to be the end of you.
Here it is. It's Paper Noose on Indie Rage Radio. There was a band that I interviewed from Germany.
Mm-hmm.
And they had a cool name too. I can't remember it right off the bat, but I do remember what he told me. Because the guy sounded like a young Arnold Schwarzenegger. It was amazing. And he was like, we wanted the band name to be Port. But then when we looked up Port on the internet, all the ports in the world showed up.
Yeah, that's the problem. Port's a bad band name anyway.
Yeah. All right. So segment 2, we're going to talk a little bit about the new album and the band.
Let's do it. Yeah. Back off this microphone a little bit.
All right, segment 2 in 3, 2, 1. Indie Rage Radio, IndieRageRadio.com. We are back, joined by Ryan Williams from the band New Monarch. They're a rock band from Ohio. Now, look, we gave it to them in segment 1 here in the first hour, but if people are just tuning in, Ryan, how can they find your band on the internet?
New Monarch Music, everywhere you go, on Facebook, on Instagram, or you can go to newmonarch.bigcartel.com. If you like what you hear, you can get a vinyl, support us, get a CD, grab some merchandise. But New Monarch Music will get you everywhere.
Nice. So you guys got your self-titled album out right now.
That's right.
And we were talking off the air. You guys are pretty spread out as a band.
Spread out.
How does that process work with you guys?
Well, it sort of started that way anyway. So the rhythm section were from a rock band called Wilson, and I was in a band called Red Sun Rising. And the singer was this dude out of Oklahoma who's now a Texan. And the bassist and I had decided we were going to see if we could turn this thing on and get it going. We wrote some songs together, and we put out an ad early on for Facebook, and he was one of many. And we flew him out, and it sort of started that way because we couldn't get together anyway. So what we all sort of had to do was become recording engineers, which we weren't really. I mean, we've obviously been in the studio a ton and made a bunch of records, but like somebody else does that part for the most part. So I had to slowly build a studio in my house, and everybody did. And that's how we wrote, and we rehearsed by ourselves until it was like at the week of the show, and then we get together and put a show together the best we could, you know. So that's how we did it.
Let's talk about the new album. How long has that been in the hopper?
Well, it's been in the hopper a while. I would say a couple years almost. Those songs have been sort of evolving and, you know, been getting recorded. And then it was just the nature of the way the music business is now and how expensive touring has been and all of that stuff that we decided to release it kind of in pieces throughout a year where we were performing a lot and then switch to unloading everything to push the album while we're all sort of chilling at home and, you know, doing our thing. So
most definitely. So when did you start you're the guitarist, right?
Mm-hmm.
When did you start strumming the guitar? Around what age?
13.
Yeah.
Around 13. Yeah. I have an aunt who's a really great musician here in Akron, Tracy Thomas. And she sold my mom my first guitar, my Stratocaster, when I was 13. And that was it. I was hooked.
Yeah, she teach you? You were self-taught or?
No, I did lessons at first. Shout out to Eric Harmon. I've seen him in a long time. And after that, kind of self-taught. And I sort of, you know, by the time I got my first band, it was like, that was it. Once we played live. So I less instruction and a lot more writing and a lot more sort of cutting my teeth along the way. Like, you know, it's like every process we'd get into in recording. It's like every time I tried to step the writing up, I'd have to step up my playing. Cause you know, a lot of times you'll find out the hard way, you're not ready to play what you're writing, that sort of thing. So like, that's sort of how it happened. Just always writing.
Was Smoke on the Water one of the first songs you learned?
Absolutely.
Yeah. That seems pretty common.
Yeah, yeah. Smoke on the Water for sure. That one, Enter Sandman, Come As You Are.
Yes.
Right? Those, yeah.
Nice.
Those are the beginner, yeah.
All right, so we're talking about the album. It's self-titled, New Monarch. We play Paper News in the first part of hour number 1. We're going to play Rabbit Hole right here. What's this song about?
This song is kind of about the nature of everything right now, how divided everyone is and how polarizing this whole political climate can be. And it's easy to get caught up in that and kind of forget that, you know, whether you agree or not, your neighbors are your neighbors and your family's your family. And that's sort of what this song is about.
Here's Rabbit Hole from New Monarch on Indie Rage Radio. All right, very cool. Segment 3, we're going to do that thing where people are flying to Akron.
Cool. Let's do it.
All right, here we go. In 3, 2, 1. Indie Rage Radio, IndieRageRadio.com, kicking off hour number 2. If you missed the first hour of the show, look, you can always listen to the episode on demand every Sunday at IndieRageRadio.com. Just click Radio Show. We post the most recent episode at 8 p.m. Central every single week at our website. So we are joined by Ryan Williams. He's a guitarist for the band New Monarch out of Ohio. Of course, you can find them anywhere where you stream your music, you purchase your music. They got a link tree / New Monarch links. You can find everything right there. They're on Facebook, Spotify, YouTube. You definitely go give them a follow, as well as go buy some merch. They're on Big Cartel.
Please.
All right. So look, usually I preface this segment with people are taking the Spirit Airlines, but I don't know if you've seen the headlines. Spirit Airlines just went bankrupt.
I saw that. And did they get shot at as well in Haiti? Was that Spirit also?
Oh my goodness. I don't know.
All right.
So you know what the crazy thing about Spirit is?
Yeah, I do.
I always thought they were the cheaper airline.
Uh-huh.
And so they have these big seats in the front that are the same size as first class seats in airlines that offer first class.
Right.
And I was like, man, me and the wife, we can hop on a Spirit and we can go to Philadelphia, eat some cheesesteak, and then come back home. You know what I mean?
Right. Yeah.
Nah, bro. It was so expensive.
By the time you get your luggage and carry-on, and I've flown tons of Spirit flights.
And then the add-on for the big seat?
Yeah.
Oh, right. It wasn't worth it.
No. And then the concussion you have to treat when you get home from the landing and the turbulence. And
yeah. Or maybe you just get stabbed on the flight from somebody in the cheap seats.
That's what they do. Yeah, that's how you get the first class on Spirit. You have the best knife skills.
Right.
Yeah.
You got to fight for your seat.
Yeah.
Yeah. So maybe they're taking the Frontier airline this time. Yeah. We're trying to take a cheap flight.
Yeah. 6 to 1, half dozen the other.
All right. So they're hopping on the Frontier Airlines. They're heading over to Akron for a weekend. They just landed. They're coming off the plane. They are hungry, Ryan. What's one restaurant in Akron they got to stop at?
There's legendary ones and there's high-end ones, but my favorite is a Thai restaurant in downtown Akron called Cilantro. It's in an old bank, and it's awesome. The food's great. It's a beautiful place to go. Plus, you can go to Main Street Akron and go see what's down there.
Yeah.
Which has come a long way.
What's your favorite dish there?
Maybe the Woon Sen Pad Thai. Or the
That
Pad
sounds
See.
good. I don't even know what that is. It sounds good.
They're all noodle dishes, but it's just really good and consistent. And one of my favorite Thai places on the planet. I've traveled a lot in my life, and I stop and get Thai everywhere, and it holds up, you know.
I wonder what its Google rating is, because I tell you what, Google ratings did me dirty in Houston a while back. I wanted some pho. I wanted some pho, and there was a place that was right by me that had a 4.5 out of 5. And we got there, and that place was a complete dump. I'm surprised I didn't get food poisoning.
Yeah, I hate when that happens. I absolutely hate it, especially if you like saving that for a night out. Oh, there's one more too. It's a Mexican joint in Akron, and it is as good as any place I think I've traveled to, from everywhere from Texas to Mexico. It's called La Loma, and it's sort of off in the cut. You got to go through a sketchy neighborhood to get there from the airport, but you're gonna like it.
Yeah. I tell you what, probably one of my favorite cuisines.
Mexican
besides
food?
Italian. It'd probably be 1A, 1B.
I feel you. Yeah, you can't go wrong.
All right, so they had a great meal. They're looking to rock the night away. We don't want like a big venue. We want some place where we're seeing an independent, an unsigned band, where we're having to get in there like sardines and get other people sweat on us.
Yeah. That if you asked me that question 15 years ago, I would have told you 100 places you could have gone. And they just closed one of the great ones called the Empire Concert Club.
No!
Yeah, I just sold it. That would have been the one to go to. But LeBron James invested in this place that we used to perform in Red Sun Rising called the Tangier, which is kind of looks like somewhere like a young, like Frank Sinatra Jr. would go play, right? But you could go do a rock band there. But they bought it and called it the 330 House. And that was sort of where we were considering putting like a debut release show together. And so that's a cool spot. You could always go to Musica too.
Oh, Braun. Love me some Braun.
Braun, yeah, he's doing a lot for the community here. I don't think he lives here, but I mean, it doesn't make sense if he does. He's a Laker. But he's got a school here, and that venue's cool. I went through when they first opened. They invited me to go through like a walkthrough to see if we would sort of make that our spot, to play. And they did a lot of cool things there. It's really awesome.
Yeah, I feel like we're about to have a real moment right here. Did you cry when he came back and won that title?
Yeah, no joke. I was with my old band. We were recording with his producer Sylvia Massey, but for whatever reason, we decided to use the studio in Ellett, Ohio, which nobody would believe was there if they didn't know. You know what I mean? And it was great. And it was like during that time, and we were all in on it. And when they came back from that and won, for sure, there were tears. Yeah, it was great. I was living like in the heart of Akron at the time too.
Yeah, I can't imagine, being from Ohio and what LeBron means to Ohio. I've been a LeBron fan since Jump Street, but, I'm kind of disconnected. I'm down here in Lake Charles, Louisiana, but I'm not that big of a basketball fan, but I follow his career. So, when he was with the Cavs, I was a Cavs fan, Heat fan, Lakers fan, whatever. But yeah, I may have missed it a little bit too, because I knew how important it was.
Yeah, definitely. He was a grade behind me at one of the schools, like St. Vincent St. Mary. So like it was a school like my school would have played. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. And by the time he was a sophomore, everybody knew who he was. He was coming up. So he's a pretty big deal.
All right, so they got the belly full. They just rocked out. They're wanting a nightcap. What bar do they need to stop at in Akron?
You know, it depends on the vibe, right?
Mm-hmm.
If they're going to, you know, if they're music lovers and they want to go get some dingy drinks or, you know, and go have that sort of like rock and roll kind of experience. There was always Annabelle's, which I don't even know if it's open anymore. Actually, I shouldn't say that, but Ray's, that's the Highland Square experience. Or if you want a little, you know, a little higher end, a little more space, some low lighting, maybe oh, I can't remember the name of it. I'm a little detached from that scene, to be honest with you. But, oh gosh, what's it called? I don't know. How about Annabelle's? I'm going to put Annabelle's down. That's my name. That's
Annabelle's it is.
Annabelle's it is.
All right, so we're playing songs off of your album. It is self-titled, New Monarch. Next song up is Masquerade. What's this one about?
Yes. Sort of about, you know, making the best of your opportunities and not overthinking and enjoying the ride, even when it gets hard. I think I always like, I've always told people like they always ask me for advice to give my younger self. And I think even when we were like kind of at the height of our career and touring and all of that stuff, is like, just enjoy it. Just enjoy this while it's happening and quit stressing over these little things. And so that's sort of what that song's about.
Here it is. It's Masquerade from New Monarch on Indie Rage Radio. All right, very good. Segment 4 is at the end of the show. It's kind of like the last song being played, so we're, you know, up against the clock. Just tying a bow on everything.
Cool.
All right. Segment 4 in 3, 2, 1. Indie Rage Radio, IndieRageRadio.com. Sadly, we have come to the end of the show. Look, I know it happens every week. I get bummed out every single week, but we only have a 2-hour block on this radio station, so it's got to end sometime. Ryan Williams from New Monarch, they're a rock band from Ohio, was cool enough to join us tonight. If you missed any of this episode, it will be available on demand this Sunday at IndieRageRadio.com. Just click Radio Show. Make sure you go find them on social media. Their link tree has everything that you will need. Linktree/New Monarch links. Also, a link right there to their merch. You can go grab a CD, go grab vinyl, t-shirt, hoodies, beanies, and more. That's cool that you got vinyl. I love that vinyl is resurging.
Yeah, thank you. My uncle has an awesome vinyl store here in Akron called Time Traveler.
Oh, God bless him.
Yeah, it's great. To be honest with you, vinyl is kind of like one of the few places that you can sort of make, you know, a living off of making music anyway. You know, the streaming, unless you're way up here, it's touring and hard selling your stuff. So that's not the only reason, but it's like nice that people buy them and want them, because it's one of the ways we can keep doing this. And it's one of the best ways to support a band is to put out their vinyl and their CD and grab it.
Yeah, we always say that here on the show, that streaming is such a racket for bands. I mean, the money made on streaming is, compared to what Spotify is making off of it, is laughable. And, well, maybe cryable.
Well, it's also, it's not very transparent, right? So like, you know, I still do pretty well off the songwriting, like, you know, from the old group. And even that, I can go through and I sort of have access to everything, but it's not like it's broken down to some figure by each streaming service. And from what I heard, I don't know if this is entirely true, but they're going to start upshifting royalties. So if your band is not a certain point, then your stuff gets kicked upstairs to their bigger artists, because these bands are going to follow the bigger artists. You know, they're going to put their stuff out there because that's where people are listening. So yeah, it's kind of tough. It's a tough time to be like an independent artist and not have to have another gig besides your band.
Most definitely, man. All right, so the last song we're going to play from you guys is called Not Afraid. What is this song about?
It's about exactly that. Not afraid to be exactly who you are and put it all out there. And, you know, to the people who doubted you or challenged you or wished the worst for you, just let them know how you're doing. you know, you gotta strive.
Ryan, real quick before we get out of here, what's the future look like from New Monarch?
You know, we're gonna enjoy Christmas, and hopefully people keep buying this record. It just came out, so please go to newmonarchmusic.bigcartel.com, grab a record, grab a vinyl, and it's going to be a lot of this kind of stuff: press, media, and interviews, and just keeping our options open to a tour that makes sense for us right now. But we're just excited to keep talking about this record, and we're glad people are digging it. It's gone. A little bit of everywhere. I can't believe how many different countries we've had to send this record to, but I'm very excited about it.
Awesome. He is Ryan from New Monarch. I am Mikey O. We'll see you when we see you. This is Not Afraid on Indie Rage Radio. All right. Very cool, man. I appreciate it, dog. Thanks so much.
Hey, thanks for having me. That was a really fun, good interview. I appreciate that.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
Yeah.
Before you leave, if I could, and if we could wait till your dog stops barking, but if we could get a drop from you.
Yeah, sure.
Hey, this is Ryan from New Monarch, and you're listening to Indie Rage Radio.
You got it. Yeah. Let's see. Okay, I think they got it. Let me know when you're ready.
You're good.
Oh, here's the dog.
He wants to be on the drop.
Okay. Hey, this is Ryan from New Monarch, and you're listening to Indie Rage Radio.
Perfect. Thank you, dude.
You're welcome. Thanks for having me, man. You guys maybe could you email me or tag me when you put it out so that I can promote and share and all that stuff?
Oh, definitely. You mean like the band page?
Yeah, or me personally, or any of that stuff. You can even just email me directly, and I'll make sure I spread the word. I might even chop it up and post it for a couple of weeks. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah, most definitely.
Chop it up in Adobe.
Yeah, definitely. We'll be tagging the band on social media, but I'll email you and remind you as well.
Cool. Thanks, man.
I'll set a reminder on my calendar to do that.
Great. I appreciate it.
All right, man. Have a good night.
Hey, you too. See you, brother.